Good morning, students. Today, in Nationalism in India, we are going to revise the sense of collective belonging. Now, children, the sense of collective belonging, it came partly through the experience of united struggles, variety of cultural process through which the nationalism captured people's imagination, history and fiction, folklore and songs, popular prints and symbols all played a part in making of nationalism. Children sense of collective belonging was developed during the freedom movement. Nationalism spread when people begin to believe that they are all a part of same nation, when they discover some unity that binds them together. But how did the nation become a reality in the minds of people? How did people belonging to different communities, regions, or language group develop a sense of collective belonging? Now let's see this one by one. Now, Bharat Mata. The identity of India came to be visually associated with the image of Bharat Mata, which was created in 1870 by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, who wrote Vande Matram as a hymn to the motherland. Inspired by the Swadeshi movement, Abhindranath Tagore painted this famous image of Bharat Mata in 1905. Figure or images help create an image with which people could identify the nation. Devotion to this mother figure came to be seen as a evidence of one's nationalism. It was with the growth of nationalism that the identity of India was associated with the image of Bharat Mata. In this image, Bharat Mata is portrayed as an ascetic figure. She is calm, composed, divine, and spiritual. In subsequent years, the image of Bharat Mata acquired many different forms as it circulated in popular prints and was painted by different artists. Now, children, folklores. Now we will see how did the idea of nationalism develop a movement to revive Indian folklore. In the late 19th century in India, nationalist leaders such as Rabindranath Tagore in Bengal himself began collecting ballads, nursery rhymes and myth and led the movement for the folk revival. Nationalists began recording folk tales sung by the bards and they toured village to gather folk songs and legends. According to them, these tales gives a true picture of traditional culture of India that had been corrupted and damaged by the outside forces. It was essential to preserve this folk tradition in order to discover one's national identity and restore a sense of pride in one's past. One more example, children. In Madras, Natisha Sastry published a massive 4-volume collection of Tamil folk tales, the folklores of southern India. He believed that folklore was national literature. It was the most trustworthy and manifestation of people's real thought and characteristics. Now, children, we will see how the national flags used to promote the spirit of nationalism among the Indians. As the national movement developed, nationalist leaders became more and more aware of such icons and symbols in unifying people and inspiring in them a feeling of nationalism. Now, children, during the Swadeshi movement in Bengal, tricolor flag, which consists of red, green, and yellow color, was designed, it had 8 lotus representing 8 provinces of British India and a crescent moon representing Hindu and Muslim. Once again children, the feature of Swadeshi flag, 3 colors, red, green and yellow, 8 lotus representing 8 provinces and a crescent moon representing Hindu and Muslim. Now, in 1921, Gandhiji has designed the Swaraj flag. It was again a tricolor, red, green and white. Instead of yellow color which we have seen in the earlier flag, now white color was used and had a spinning wheel in the center representing the Gandhian ideal of self-help. Children, you have to learn the features of both the flags, Swadeshi flag and Swaraj flag. Carrying the flag, holding it aloof during the marches become a symbol of defiance. Now, reinterpretation of history, rewriting of history. Children, now we will see how reinterpretation of history help in promoting the sense of nationalism. Children, by the end of 19th century, many Indians began feeling that to instill a sense of pride in the nation, Indian history had to be taught differently because the British saw India as backward and primitive. They started picturizing Indians as backward, primitive, incapable of governing themselves. So, in this response, the Indian began looking into the past to discover India's great achievement, India's glorious past. They wrote about the glorious development in ancient time when the art and architecture, science and mathematics, religion and culture, law and philosophy, craft and trade had flourished. They also wrote about this how, because of colonialism, our glorious time, our glorious past, our achievement decline. These nationalist historians urge the readers to take pride in India's great achievement in the past and struggle to change the miserable condition of life under the British rule. Children, these efforts to unify people were not without problems because when the past being glorified was Hindu, when the images celebrated were drawn from the Hindu iconography, then obviously the people of other community felt left out. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.